Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man? Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
Oh, where?
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute cunt.
Wow. Everybody's got their own way of coping with grief, but that one's a doozy. How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is. Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the Kuketu uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Was it really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute cunt. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids and she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
Aw. You love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives.
Sounds like love.
So much, in fact, that... Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Some right-wing royalist slogan, maybe? No. Tell me.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
Oh, we've got the photograph. It's like, by the way, I stole this from his guard booth. Yeah, you can have it. Yeah, let's give it to him.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
That was nice.
Oh,
Small
hi, Kim.
thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
Oh. It's like, shit, Kim, where have you been? God. Old people die. You better get ready too. No, I offer my condolences.
Yes, we are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone.
That's unfathomable, yeah.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
Oh, there's the flower. Yeah.
René wasn't really what you'd call a botanist, officer. And believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies.
An Insulindian lily?
That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests, and all that other stuff he loved so much.
Why didn't he like them?
There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communals. They called them the bells of revolution. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the whole Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore.
So what do you know about the dead mercenary?
Everything, really. I probably knew him better than... You meant the teacup in the tree,
Oh.
didn't you?
Huh.
I don't know anything about him.
Teacup? Oh, because of the ceramic armor. Clever.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Alright, bye for now. Wait, where is Kim? Do we have a ghost Kim following us around? He's physically not here. His portrait's here, but he's not. What is going on? I think we had this happen before, though, didn't we? Where he was just vanished. Yeah, there he is. Okay, cool. Aha, the other guy's here now. Right, well, first, let's go to the room. Now that it's open again, we can go in and have a look. Unless I pay Gart, he won't unlock it after 9 PM. But then he opens it the next day. I suppose that's how hotels are, right? All the rooms are open until 9 PM. You can just walk in. What is this? An empty cassette case. Got it. Okay.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Okay. Kim.
Yes?
Okay. We'll talk to the guy who's with the cryptozoologist. Then I'm going to check out this, like, secret passage. See what's in there. Because we need to put all that together. I still don't know what the deal is with these guys. I mean, obviously they're cops and they're waiting on us for something, but it's like, what are you doing? Why are you even here? Go away. You know? Let's see.
Six crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white, a bell-shaped crown.
What is this, Kim?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Mabel's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
So who pinned them on which side?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Ooh, lovely. Does the flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early, not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
Is it a coincidence it being up on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Because again, the guy said communism did him in as well, didn't he, or something? Said that, no, love did him in, communism killed him, or something? So if this is a symbol of communism... Well...
The petals feel dry and fragile in your hand. Water flows under the channel bridge. Dark water. You rub your sides for warmth, but there is none.
Blow on fingers.
Inland, above the Martinez distributary, the channel that brought wastewater from the silk mills of Jamrock, and then dead bodies during the war. The wrinkled fingers of an old man crush flower petals, then sprinkle them in the stream like white salt. Rene, that old man in the uniform, maybe you should show it to him when you get the chance.
Well, we'll have to wait. Like, you know, until we die. Right, this guy.
I really owe you one for getting us out of those reeds, officer. Finally got all that soot out of my hair. Name's Gary.
Gary?
Yellow man. I mean, officer.
Wow. I don't like Gary.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook.
Yeah. Writes in his notebook, racist prick, aka Gary.
Yellow Man, might this be the owner of that mug you found in the trash? This is something to ask him about after a little probing first.
Ooh, yeah, because we found that really racist mug in the trash, and it's like, well, how did that... We've been trying to figure out who got into the trash. Not a lover of the great outdoors.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
This man respects authority too much to see you for what you are. Pretend thou art a sober man.
By the books, clean as a whistle, teetotaling officer, not even tempted by such intoxicants. Or drunks and degenerates, that's my crew. Sadly, I think I might be a drunk or a degenerate, or maybe both. Alright, no, let's do number one.
I've been tempted on occasion, but someone has to stay strong for Revacol.
Revacol, not Revachol. Okay. Did you know anything about the Hanged Man out back?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Ow.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
Oh, lucky racist. Will you grant us 3 wishes, Gary? Oh my goodness. I don't know, I think I like the previous racist better. No, our lucky racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
That is a fact, maybe, but what you called him isn't a fact. Fucking hell. So yeah, the lieutenant is native to Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like some conspiracy topic. You might be able to discuss it with him when the lieutenant isn't here.
Oh, God.
You can remember it.
I should have done this then before. Well, he was gone, but anyway. So, changing the subject from the whole subject of racism, is this your mug, the racist mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
You said, Yellow Man, that's not something many people here are saying, or it seems as if you were calling to it longingly when you cried, Yellow Man. I can see you recognize it in your eyes. Are you like the kind of guy who might have a collection of mugs in his home? In his colonial mug collection? Yeah, because we don't know who lives in that house out back. But I don't think it's this guy. But yeah, I'm going to go with the second one. It seems as if you were calling to it longingly when you cried, Yellow Man.
Oh, no, that's not... Why would I be calling to a broken mug?
It still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching?
Okay. I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry.
There's no law against
officer.
throwing away a racist mug.
You're not going to find me, are you?
Oh my god. Should I find the dude 100 real, maybe? He's a racist, fuck him.
Okay, I deserve that. And I won't do it again.
I'm being lenient,
You have
by
my
the way.
word. I don't know what got into me. Stuffing my garbage in another man's property, I've been having trouble at work lately. The Koikos are price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
How did you get into the trash container? Oh, there's also, did you put the clothes of the murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling rags, into the trash container? Yeah, let's go with that.
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Well, do. How exactly is it like?
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged.
Oh,
and
he
I
does
saw
live
him
there.
Stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Okay, then what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
Called tampering with a crime scene.
As he shifts uncomfortably,
Another
a
1,000
series of
reals.
clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
How did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez,
Why would you need to get into everybody's trash?
so I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Bohemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
So what was that strange sound?
What sound?
There was just a clinking when you moved.
Really? There's lots of weird sounds in a bar like this, though. Pinball, glasses clinking. Could be someone playing pinball.
Inside your coat.
Maybe it was pinball.
Wouldn't know anything about the missing man's armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
Not where it went when you were cleaning up all the clothing.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing.
Let's do this again and
What
choose the other one.
sound?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird sounds in a bar like this, though.
Maybe it was pinball.
Let's move on for
I
now.
hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Damn, 28%. Oh god, because we've got the chaos die. Oh no, we've got the red dice. That's helping us out with this. Nice. I'm gonna save it though. Because again, we are save scumming today. Today's cheat day.
Officers.
That was just a test run.
Officers.
Right. Oh, nope. Try again. Yep, that's it. This is an excellent moment for all of you dice rolling fans out
Very
there.
I mean, officers.
You're getting some action right now. Like, oh my god. You guys are getting so much action. Try to contain yourselves.
I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
Does he have the chest piece on? Something worn underneath it?
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth. This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Gary, what's going on?
I took the hanged man's cuirass. I didn't mean to.
God damn it, Gary.
God damn it, Gary.
I know.
Fucking Gary!
Shame on you. Give the cuirass to the officer at once. Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation, officers. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt. But he's always helped us, given us a place to stay. And he's followed Morel into God knows what jungles.
He's a loyal friend.
So why did you put those clothes into the trash, really?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
We're detecting sincere contrition here, sire. He's not trying to flatter anyone.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realizes suddenly. It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology.
Yeah, I'm wondering
His
as well.
face does not belie emotions.
Where is this going? I mean, thank you for the history lesson and all, but yeah. So why did you lie?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But
He's a scaredy cat.
Chicken. Do you know who killed him?
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
This is all he knows.
Alright, give me the armor.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat.
Ew, I've got to wash this one as well now. Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
Good. Dudes! You got the armor. Pain threshold and volition go up. Where does it go? There? Oh my god. Have a look at it. Nice. So we swapped that out for the mesh, which was just drama, which I'd rather have. Oh god. There we go. I'd rather have the drama, if I'm honest. I want to put this hat on for the logic boost. I totally forgot about that. And is there anything I should be holding? I mean, I've got my gun. Got the strange brew, but clipboard. I totally forgot about my clipboard. There we go. Alright. Secret passage, here I come.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
Try the workshop key.
The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks. Dust rises before you like mist. A tomb? Haunted by regal spirits from distant ages. No. Smells like engine grease and cut wood. A workshop. Master Investigator. You just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
It is my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
The Jamrock Shuffle. By now it's clear to you you like to look inside containers, you like to open doors and see what's behind them, maybe secrets, maybe more juicy containers. Yes, containers within containers, just nested containers, all of them locked with a different lock. That's heaven. Let's be honest, you like all the containers, trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind the Philippine kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day. Wait. Is that why you're so hell-bent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find the Holy Scepter and the Orbe de Montagne? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, yes. Pinball. Franco-Nigerian, the theme is horses and swords. What is this one? It is the white Deora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. NB, the spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner window. NB. Who would NB
All these
be?
mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of the white Deora machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What is white Deora?
Some kind of inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst.
Deora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era, on the Muindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperasket. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually. The lieutenant grimaces looking at the machines.
He's not a fan. Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on.
He doesn't.
He doesn't love it, yeah. What about the other one, the Franco-Nigerian ball? Want to play that?
No,
Shall we fire one of these up and play some ball?
you can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Think. Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi.
Kim, Pinball, Kitsuragi.
Kimball!
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
Oh my god. You're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
So now he remembers. Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
You don't seem to really like pinball.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights and to fantastique, science fiction, and historic romance franchise. It is lame.
Why? So why are you called Pinball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How did you...
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring, as you do when you're a juvie cop.
Oh, okay. So you just hated it. It brings back bad memories.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide. End of story.
So you were a juvie cop for 15 years?
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
So that's why he doesn't want to talk to Kuno. Trauma and stressor disorder from being a juvie cop.
Interesting. Yeah, so that's why you didn't want to talk to him.
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
I mean, are you sure about that? Did you see how shit of a job I did with Kuno? The guy ran fucking rings around me. He walked all over me. I was Kuno's bitch. Oh my god. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim. Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a bit stiff. I'm going to call you Kim still.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too.
Well, yeah.
Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. I love it. And a little bit of hidden history from Kim's
This
past.
small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Look in.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88.
88. As in the previous century's 88. Oh god. Okay, look at the controls.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descend, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken.
Of course it is.
A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
Great. Is that because their lifts always broke down, maybe? Says the last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
Oh, well then. Yeah, so this was maintained in the future?
No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century.
So it's not a message from the future.
No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution.
I wonder what it was used for.
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery. For that, it's pretty quaint.
Alright, let's go up. And they died in an elevator. And never heard of again. The only remark was someone at the bar said, "What was that loud noise?" What is all this? Oh. This leads... There's another room? This is... Oh, this is Klaas's room. Aha. Okay. That's a bedroom. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. Schematics for pinball machines, futurism themed. Pinball maker's coat? well then. So what am I using now? That's got drama but -1 authority. This will give me an extra empathy and hand-eye coordination. Okay, good to know. Keep the drama going for now, though. Pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted. It looks like a baby's frigging crib.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Used to be the workshop, though.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
Yeah.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
So could this mean the Whirling in Rags is part of the doomed commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it.
Good, let's tell
We
him.
should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion.
Oh, no, we'll tell him
He does
everything.
not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
Wait, Logic, have you been talking with Drama?
It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells.
That's right, he needs to start hanging charms up everywhere. He needs to speak to the bookshop lady. She'll get him the right essential oils. It'll be all good. There are footsteps here.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
And let me guess, one of the souls, if we can make out a pattern, is very smooth. Someone's been here within the last week or two.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
It was a stereo investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, adding a new fact to consider.
Yeah, there you go. So what does it mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, leading to the roof, from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. This prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer.
Let's have a look. Study the footprint.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
Doesn't look like the odd soled print we found, though.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Yeah, that's like that was a driving shoe, so maybe she has some casual ones that she wears when she's not in the cab. Doesn't look like the worker boots, though.
No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me, or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
I wonder if there's a peephole here. Oh my god, a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other
You
side.
can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere.
I can see into Klaas's room from here.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
What were these people doing in there?
You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural there.
It's not natural.
Sensationally unnatural.
Yep.
This is the barred door you tried to kick in before.
Lightly punch it again. No, we're on the other side now. So what's on the other side?
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof.
You never know.
We could ask Glacia about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded
We already did,
M
though.
Dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly, and reads science fiction. Yes, it is quite likely that we will re-emerge on the M plane. Brace for psychokinetic impact. Or the roof.
Or a psychokinetic impact to the roof. Alright, so... You know what? We're going to leave it unbarred for... we're going to leave it barred for now. We've established it. But I like Kim's suggestion of speaking to Klaas and seeing how she reacts now that we know for sure. We asked her about the door and she didn't seem to know much about it. Now we can say to her, you know there's a room behind your room, right? And we'll see what she says then. May react differently still. All of this hopefully is going to help us when we come to confront Ruby. That's assuming she's up on the roof still, because she vanished last night. Although, she did react when we captured the petals. But she physically wasn't there.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Ask her about the flowers.
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail. Chipped white polish covers the nail. It's long and sharp, like a mini dagger. The petal crumbles on contact.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
But there was a cluster of them, like someone had just placed them. They didn't all fly in as a cluster and then land there.
Or an admirer?
Any admirers?
Admirers? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable society.
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she has admirers. Plenty of them.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
We already did this, and I decided I wasn't going to ask any of this stuff. Because she supposedly made the call to the station. And we did believe her.
She slowly... You are. This is not the end of this.
So we can't ask her about the door? Let's see if it's in this. I know your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like,
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Alright. So I should have asked that. Yeah. Should have probably asked that when Kim's gone. Which we might not get another chance now, because I'm wondering if we might end up finishing this game very soon. Let's try going through the door. Let's see if she reacts then. Like if we pop out of the door like, hi, then she might be like, hey, where did you come from?
This is the barred door you tried to kick in before.
We need to go through the door to specifically confirm it does lead here, even though we can see it. The characters wouldn't know. Any reaction now?
Hello,
Alright, well, I guess we don't need to then. But we should go and report this to Titus, because he wanted us to piece together the potential way that Ruby could have got up on the roof and then shot the mercenary. And then come back again in the short time that she was, you know, away at the bathroom, supposedly. Like 5 minutes.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
Let's go over Ruby's disappearance again.
Yeah. What?
Alright, no, I guess we don't do that anymore, because we have got him on our side. Alright, that's good. So before we leave this area, I'm going to go to the Freet and buy a bunch of stuff. We didn't get the 100 reals though, from Gary the racist bastard. Damn, I was kind of hoping we would actually get the 100 reals from him. But I've got 32, so I guess we're all right. But what is this? Yellow roses in the window, aren't those the flowers that were left for class? No, they were white though. Let's ask her.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Wait, exchange the novelty check for cash?
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
Oh, wow. So this is where I come to do this.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you.
Damn
by
fucking right.
supplying you with cash.
Alright, anything else? No, that's it? Okay. thought if I walk up to them, maybe? No. And do I have any tear to turn in?
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk.
I had a bottle or two. Cool. Honestly, for it may be some of the best fictional branding I've seen, the Triple T is going to be etched in your mind for a long time. Yeah. Alright.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Alright, so we'll buy one of these.
Here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
So I've got 5 of each now. And what's up here?
A colourful display.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll leave that. Hey, Alchemist, how's it going? You have Ghostbuster cereal. I didn't know they made Ghostbuster cereal. Enjoy it, dude.
Several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoat...
I don't need that. It's for the new movie? Oh, right, okay, yeah, they gotta get that marketing in. Absolutely. How's life? How was your weekend, dude? Everything good? Alright, so how many points do I have? I have 3 now. Ask class about Sunday night. But that's when Kim's not around to stop us. Oh, right, let's tell Gart about the doomed commercial area. I just want to fuck with that guy so much. He's such a dick. Making it good to hear. One foot in front of the other. Alright, Gart.
Hey, was there something you needed?
So another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
What if I told you I got into the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Aren't you going to ask me what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons, a mausoleum of the dead. Well, pinball machine skeletons, anyway. The black gaping maw at the end of time. No. Pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it.
No,
I've
you did
always
not.
wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why, do you want to play? Because I might be up for a game. Kim could be as well. He's Kimball. I mean, no, hang on.
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
That he can sell.
He was wondering about something business-related, about how much money he could make of one.
I'd love to have an arcade and a pinball shop. Oh, hell yes. Who wouldn't, right? Absolutely. Thinking of... I feel a capitalist plot coming up. Yeah. What the hell is this? If you're thinking of selling those pinball machines, I want a fat cut. C-suite shit. Beat your chest. I am a disruptor. Now, thinking of getting it back to a pinball arcade?
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. The machine we have in the corner now is broken. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, Those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I have to warn you, I may have discovered about the whirling as part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
So you know the curse.
Everyone knows of it.
The whirling is listed on the intercom outside as one of the businesses in Building B of the doomed commercial area.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
It was once upon a time, though, is the point. But not once, that's already a sign of decline. Dude, think about it. It was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the whirling does too.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework, these high ceilings, the nice rooms, well, most of the rooms.
Yeah, mine's a fixer-upper now.
For 14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He's done a fine job too.
Doom Ghost.
Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
Well, that's just because he's invested, because it's like, dude, if this was worthless, what the fuck have I done with the last 14 years of my life? That's not necessarily the same as being important. Yeah. So you really care about the whirling, huh?
Yeah. It's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way. Especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way. Even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
Okay, you shouldn't be so worried about the label, you know.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
Who owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
Yeah, no shit. Who named it Whirling in Rags?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
I was thinking Whirling in Rags is obviously something like a song and dance kind of thing.
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateneers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
What about the other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
Dude, you and I can't be friends anymore.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
And the others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the whirling.
A kebab cart. I thought it was a cafeteria, not a street food cart. But okay, cool. I like kebabs too. Well, too bad it's doomed. No, good luck.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Well, they don't work.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
Yeah, class in room 3 should nick the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
He really doesn't like it being classy.
You have Lena. Lena's a good customer.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
What? Did someone mention my name?
We were just paying you a compliment. And finding out a degenerate from room 3 nicked the phone line. Everything is okay here.
This is a man on the edge.
Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Was there anything else?
There's a peephole as well.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room right next to Klaas's bedroom. Found it when I found the pinball machines.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope yes.
Alright, we good? Peace out. Alright, what's left to do? Take Kim to the wall where we saw the bullet holes. See what he has to say about it. And then we'll try and get into the building. So we found another piece of the armor. We need to find, I guess, the pants and helmet. Is that all that's left? I should also, maybe... Do I have anything to sell? Oh, did I sell it last stream? I think I sold the trash last stream, but we'll see.
Hello, hello. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
The cursed die. Oh, the blue medicinal spirit. Ooh. The postcard? Yes. The other one? Yes. Empty cassette case. Banged up fuel canister. You know what? I just feel like some of those might be useful, so I'm going to leave it at that.
Another time, perhaps.
What's that? That's new.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
print
yeah.
depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers.
It's a JoJo
Behind
t-shirt.
him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hjelmdal burning.
Sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there.
Ugh.
Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay. But please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions?
Mm-hmm.
What is he talking about?
It's a red t-shirt.
Hell yeah, man. I don't usually carry printed tees, but this one was just pure exemplar.
Yeah, I'm a big fan too.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm a fan, but I do think the Hjelmdalaman saga is an integral part of our shared reality. Most people don't think that the man from Hjelmdal really existed, but they're wrong.
What do you mean the man from Hjelmdal wasn't real?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
Okay.
No, it's like Sherlock Holmes, though, when you think about it. It's like, yeah, he was a fictitious detective written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, but he kind of exists in a way in our imaginations of history.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect. Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
How much are you selling it for?
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
All right, I'll think about it.
You should.
He actually based the character of Sherlock Holmes after his father. Really? I did not know that. Interesting. Oh, hell yeah.
Welcome to Helmdall, officer.
I got it. His dad would examine people's hand and clothing to determine what they did and what not. Ah, you did a report on it in high school? Cool. Yeah, so his dad was like into deductive reasoning, I guess, then, and all that kind of stuff. That's pretty neat. Alright, we need to put this t-shirt on. Because, I mean, that's very much part of Sherlock Holmes, right? That's literally the first scene you get in the first book. You know, is like him and Watson meeting each other. And he just immediately analyzes who Watson was. You know, like, it says something about, like, having a nice trip back from Afghanistan or something. And it's like, yep, I know, because of all of this. And, you know, I can tell by how you're walking with the cane, the clothes you're wearing, the slight tan and all that stuff. And, you know, your hands show me that you're skilled with them and all that. It's like literally just picks the guy apart from top to bottom. And basically just concludes who Watson is before he's even introduced. And the fact that Watson is there to talk to him about an empty room because his other friend has brought him to him and is like, yep, I already told him that I'm looking for a potential flatmate and here he is with a perfect candidate, you know, so and it's like, that's incredible. It's such a good scene. Yeah, so we're going to swap this out for the one with the drama now. So the physical instrument and the shivers would be pretty cool. Oh, this is all coming together so nicely. Really good. I mean, we do have the armor as well. Oh, Claire-Matic, thank you very much for the new follow. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're enjoying the show. I say I did a report, just read a bunch of books and articles and never did the report. I was not a good student. Oh, you thought about doing the report though, right? There we go. Hey, I'm thinking about buying this game. How far into it are you? Very near the end now. We're really close to the end, so you might want to avoid some spoilers. But the VODs are available on the channel for free if you want to watch through them while you're playing. It's very, very good. It's a slow burn. A very slow burning game, but it's really well written. I very much like the style of the narration. So yeah, take your time and just slowly get into it. It's really good. I do recommend it. You spent your entire time reading. Well, that's good. That's good, right? You're you know, you stimulated that muscle, you know. You can retain the information, but you've always been terrible at writing reports. Exactly. I mean, that's why I don't like lots of teaching methods where it's like exams and so on. They're not a good indication of how smart someone is your ability to recount the information on the fly in a time limit and put it out on a bloody piece of paper that's then going to be marked by somebody else miles away. You know, and it's like, it's not a good indication of how smart you are, in my opinion, because some people crack under that pressure. It's like, you're never going to have to recall every tidbit of information under pressure, you know. You could talk about this forever. You're a teacher. Oh, excellent. What do you teach? What kind of teacher are what's your subject? Or is it like, are you a broad, like a teacher that teaches a range of subjects? A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. See, that's the thing I like about this game. Little ambient moments like this. They're really good. So there's the drain cover. We put a point in perception. I mean, we had 3 perception before it, but then again, with the thing we were wearing, it would have taken it down by -1 to 2, but that's enough, surely, to notice a drain pipe, but apparently not. So, yeah. Oh dear. High school math, mainly geometry. Oh, cool. Excellent. You're about to talk shit on literature teachers. Alright, here we go. Let's see what Kim makes of this.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them. A single person stands on the sideline.
Right, so we've already done all these other ones. Like, these are the normal everyday people. These are the soldiers of some unknown faction. So who's in this execution, Kim? Because he's a big history buff. He knows what he's doing.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
Or people from the coalition, the so-called moralists?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures. Behind this building, the other one, once filled with engineers and designers of Feld Electric, now collapsed and dead, but for some rats. You feel drawn, for some reason, to the faded mural again.
Yeah.